So my thought behind today's class, I'm thinking about this idea of points of contact, because this is a class that comes out of a practice I do for myself, and something I wanted to share because it's been helpful for me in kind of sustaining my energy and my focus in advocacy. And so the idea is points of contact. So as much as you can, using your support, whether it's a wall, I have a wall, but maybe it's your couch, as much as you can throughout the whole practice. And that sort of point of contact, whether it's your couch or your wall or whatever you have, the side of a chair, will be there with you the whole time. So we are going to always have that support. So T, you could even set up like, so your back is supported, unless it doesn't feel good, because we are going to use that as our sort of route during class. Okay, all right. So seated with your support behind you, either legs crossed or out in front, however you like. Could always slip a blanket underneath. Just place your hands beside you and you'll be on your fingertips. And you can have like a little bit of a wide sort of feeling so that your fingers are a little wider than your hips, and press down in your fingertips. And take a breath in and take a breath out. And 2 more times, keep pressing into your fingertips. Breath in, breath out. Good. Next breath in, press your back against your support. And then see if you can open your chest slightly. So pressing your lower back against your couch or wall, and then peel your chest a little bit open. Keeping that press of the low back. 2 more breaths. Breathe in and out. Twice more, just breathing at your own pace. And as you breathe, just noticing if there's anything that comes up. If it feels a little stuck in the chest, if it feels stuck in the belly. Good, you can keep your eyes closed or open, up to you. Breathe in, lift your arms up, palms face each other. Exhale, palms turn down, arms by your side. And several more times like this. Breath in, lift your arms up. Keeping your back against your support. Exhale, palms down, lower. And keep going like this, the breath initiating the movement. Inhale, arms lift. Palms turn towards each other. Maybe they tap into a prayer. Exhale, back down, fingertips graze the ground. And continue. Breath in, lift the arms up. Taking up your space as much as you can. Exhale, arms down. Like you're lifting and lowering the air. 3 more times. Just on your own, lifting and lowering. And once more, lift the arms up. And then once more, lower them back down. Good. Place your hands, palms face down on top of your legs. And then just rest here, 3 breaths. And we'll take counted breaths. So inhaling for a count of 3 and exhaling for a count of 3. Remembering to use your back support here. Let it hold you. Breath in for 1, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Twice more, just like this. See if you can hear that count in your head. Breath in for 1, 2, 3, and out, 2, 3. Good, let that go. And we'll continue this practice, and feel free to take a moment, switch your legs if they've been in one way and they want to go a different. Raise both arms up, breathe in. Good, palms turn in towards each other. Stay here, really reach high. You can let your shoulders even come up a little bit. Almost like you're holding a canoe above you, so you're really pressing upward. Good, stay in this space, breath in. Breath out. 1 more time, arms stay, breath in, breath out. Good, release your bottom right arm down to the ground, reach over. And really reach your top arm up and overhead, like you want to touch something on the opposite side of the room. Then inhale to center. Exhale, left arm down, place it onto the ground, palm or fingertips, reach. Into center. Good, exhale, over towards the right. Breath into center, all the way up. Exhale to the left, place your hand down, reach. Breath into center. Good, one more time over to the right, and if you've got your support behind you, especially if it's a wall, you could even press your whole back into your wall or couch and really use that support. And stay in this space on the side, reaching 2 more breaths. And we'll return to this idea of points of contact. So your bottom hand here, really press it down into your floor. And from that, press through your bottom arm, see if you can reach with a little bit more extension. If you've got something behind you, like a wall or a couch, press into it to help you. Next inhale, arms reach out, palms face towards each other, up. Use your support, breath in. Breath out. Second side, left arm down, reach, and we stay. Really press down in that bottom hand from the kind of base of your wrist all the way through the fingertips. That's your point of contact or your root in this pose. And one more breath, just staying, reach that top arm, breath in. Exhale, release the hands down, palms down on your legs. Feel free to adjust the legs, cross around the front. 3 breaths, just sitting. Soften the jaw, eyes can close. Breath in for 1, 2, 3, and out. 2, 3. 2 more on your own time. Maybe keeping this counter, just seeing if you can feel this beginning of evenness in your inhale and your exhale. Letting the jaw soften and the tongue rest. And as you breathe, bring your attention towards your seat. So the bones of your butt. And just notice how they feel. Is it a floating feeling or a grounded feeling? And just take a moment staying here in this observational space, not adjusting at this point. Staying and observing how your actual seat feels. 1 more breath. And back out. And then if there's something you could do to adjust your seat so you feel more solid, take this moment to do that. Maybe shifting a little bit, switching how your legs are, feeling nice and solid in your legs. Breath in, lift the arms out. Palms touch in prayer. Exhale out in front. Palms touch in prayer. Just like this. Breath in, up, palms, prayer. Exhale out in front. Palms, prayer. Breath up. Prayer. And down. Exhale, prayer. Good. Breath in, lift the arms up, stay here. And then really reach up so it feels like your shoulders are by your ears. Keep the length of your arms, and exhale, set the shoulders down. Twice more, that kind of strange crunching down feeling, and then extending up. Exhale. But a few more times, lifting up and down. And then as you do this, begin to add in little circles to the back. So up, back, forward. Your arms kind of move as you do this. My arms kind of burn, actually. It's a little bit hard, right? Continue breathing and switch directions. Going up, forward, back. Yeah, continue the breath. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale out in front, tap the palms together. I know there might be a burning, just stay with it. Reach the arms forward. Again, that sort of crunching, almost computer back moment. Exhale, press back, maybe into your wall support. Inhale forward. Exhale back. 2 more times forward. Let the burning happen, or give your arms a rest. Exhale. Good. Continue this forward and back motion. And then add in some rolls as you do it. Arms still extended, breath still happening. And backwards. And then let your arms go, give them a shake, rest, palms down, breath in, breath out. 2 or 3 more times, continue breathing. And this is a pretty simple sequence in a lot of ways, but always about seeking the use of our available supports. Your wall, perhaps you have a chair nearby, a block. Using those things as you move. 2 more breaths, just palms down, breathing. Maybe parting the teeth, letting the tongue soften. And 1 more breath in. Exhale. Good, breath in, lift the arms up. Palms face each other, but no prayer. Exhale out in front. Palms face each other. Notice this one line, shoulder to wrist. Breath in, lift up. Exhale, I call these cactus arms. Breath in, lift up. Exhale, I call these robot arms. So I have this 90-ish degree. Breath in, we'll keep going like this. Exhale out in front, extended. Breath in, lift up. Exhale, cactus. 90-ish degrees. Breath in, lift up. Exhale, robot arms. So my palms are down and I've got this kind of square shape. Breath in, up. Exhale, cactus. Breath in, up. Exhale, robot. Breath in, up. Exhale, extend. Stay here, breath in. Stay here, breath out. Breath in, up. Stay here, out. Good, breath in, still extended and up. Exhale, cactus. Staying in cactus a little longer. And maybe you have a wall behind you, and if you do have a wall or chair, press the back of your arms into that wall or chair so you feel that press back. And if you don't have one behind you, that's fine, but just imagine that contact. Stay with it. And notice if, as you find that press back feeling, if your chest wants to pop through, and see if you can keep it even. Not popped out, but just even with your shoulders. 2 more breaths. A little bit of ease in the fingers. They don't have to be fully kind of jazz hands. Breath in and out. Good, inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, robot arms. And this time, same idea. If you have a wall behind you, you can press your elbows into that. So you're engaging a little bit. But if not, just imagine. 2 more breaths. And drop the chin to the chest a little bit if the neck is tensing. 1 more breath. Exhale, release. This time, palms face up. And with your palms face up, find just some space between your elbows and the side of your body so they're opening slightly out to the side, like you're holding a beach ball. So not big ballerina arms, just slightly aloft. 3 breaths, resting against your support. And if you can, even rest your head back against that support. If you have a wall or chair, allow your head to be supported as well. Two more breaths. Reminding your jaw to soften and the eyes to rest. Either closed or if they're open, that's fine, but turning inward, not seeing so much the outside world. And 1 more breath in this space. And as always, just a reminder, if you're new to my classes, everything is optional. And so pauses at any time or adjustments at any time are welcome. Good, next breath in, slip the eyes open. You take your right hand, place it on your chest, fingers spread nice and wide this time. You find a little bit of pressure into your chest, kind of like you're giving yourself this hugging feeling with your hand. And then let your chest respond. So your chest lifts just a little bit into your hand, like you're meeting your hand in your chest in your hand. And then take your left hand on top and press your palm right on top of that first hand there. Same kind of pressure. And respond the same way. Chest lifts a little. And begin practice. I know it feels like we already began, but we'll begin officially with an Om. Join in, make another sound, but I'll be sharing an Om. And keep your hands here, breath in. Om. And one more breath, staying in this space. Release the hands down. And give your arms a little shake, roll your wrists, kind of like you're stirring some sugar into your tea or coffee, and then the opposite way. And you'll stay against your support. We'll be with our support for the whole class. But this time bring your legs out in front of you. And it feels nice to have a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips. That can be good for support. And have your legs a little bit wider, so it's almost like a pie slice in your legs. And just begin with your feet nice and flexed, so your toes are really pointing up towards the ceiling. Breath in. Exhale, point the toes. A few more times just like this. Breath in, flex. Exhale, point. And if you do have that couch or wall behind you, notice how this is affecting your lower back. Point. Inhale, flex. 2 more times, just seeing where else you feel this point and flex in your body. Do you feel it in your shoulders? Do you feel it in your lower back against your support? 2 more. And we'll meet together, flex, and like a really firm flex. You can even have your hands here, and I call these spider fingers when I have my fingertips. You could have those for support now. Flex so much that maybe your ankles come off of the ground. Like really, really hard flex. So 2 more breaths. Stay here, flexing. Exhale. Keep up, keep with it. 2 more breaths. Good. Next, exhale, release, and give your legs a little shake, and just a soft flex, so that sort of natural space your feet are in. Continue breathing and rotate both your feet towards the left. Inhale through center. Exhale to the right. Nice and slow, a couple more times. Breath into center. Exhale to the left. Breath in. And to the right. Exhale. And 2 more rotations just like this. And if there's any kind of feelings that come up in the knee, really feel free to make this very soft and subtle. It can be so subtle that someone from the outside might not necessarily see these motions. Good. Make your way back to center. Raise the arms up. Press into your support if you have it. Exhale, reach forward. Maybe your hands are on the ground there in between your legs, or maybe they're on top of your shin bones. Either way. And stay in this folded forward space. Again, using your hips on your support. And stay in this space and press the chest slightly forward. So think less about smushing down to the ground and more about extending long. Let the neck soften and send breath to the back of the legs. A sort of soft flex in the feet here. So we are flexing, but it doesn't have to be that big one where our heels lifted off. 1 more breath. And exhale. Hands can graze on top of the legs as you make your way back to a seat. Raise the arms up again. Exhale. Reach forward. In between your legs or on your shins. Soft flex. Notice that the shoulders are rounding forward and allow them to peel slightly back. As if you had that wall behind you, you're pressing slightly into it. 1 more breath. And then breath into center. Exhale, last time forward. Lift up, canoe arms like we had at the beginning. Exhale, reach forward. A full breath in. And back out. But this time stay here, and you're gonna keep your right hand either on your ground, on your shin bone, whatever thing it is that you have a hold of. And you're gonna lift your opposite arm up and begin to turn over towards the left. Good. Once you find that nice turn, you can experiment a little bit. So maybe you bend your elbow in that 90-degree or cactus arm and begin to shift the chest. Maybe you keep it extended. Exhale back to center. Inhale, second side, take that right arm forward like you're reaching out for someone, and then open the chest up towards the ceiling or sky or whatever you have. Letting the neck tilt last. So first our spine, then our neck. One more breath, stay here. Your experiment, bending the arm or extending. Exhale back in front. Stay here, extended, full breath. And back out. Hands glide against your legs, really feeling that texture, back up. And then you're gonna take your right leg, again, soft flex, and just cross it on top of your left. Depending on your flexibility, you can cross it a little bit more over and have more of this kind of four-leg shape, which will be a little more intense on the outer hip. Once you find your place, definitely take your rest against your wall or couch, and then place both of your hands stacked on top of your right leg. Never on that space of the knee, but really on the inner thigh space, and just apply a slight amount of pressure. This can be kind of an intense moment for the quad here too. Breath in and out. And we'll stay here another 5 breaths or so, just applying a soft amount of pressure. Nothing that hurts the knee. 4 more breaths. In through the nose and out. Let the fingers soften even as you apply pressure through the palms. 3 more breaths in and back out. 2 more. A soft flex in both of your feet. You turn all of your attention to that feeling of your breath, just noticing if it's getting caught anywhere. Does it feel really full in the lower belly, but maybe tighter in the chest? Just gathering information. Next breath in. Take that bottom of your right foot and place it down onto your mat. You can scooch your extended left leg a little bit more kind of straight out in front of you. If it feels inhibiting, raise the arms up. Exhale, turn towards your bent right leg. So turning towards the right with your left arm on the outer part of your thigh. And breath into center. Raise the arms up. Exhale out front. And give your legs a little bit of a shake. And re-find your kind of firm flex. So your heels are going to come off the ground. And press back your lower back into your wall. Breathe in and out. Good. Release your heels down if you're lifted, but keep that kind of energy. And then breath in. Lift your right leg up, just a couple inches above your mat. Exhale back down. 2 more times just like this. And what I ask is, see if you can focus on your core muscles, bringing your leg up. So not so much this big top of the thighs. It's hard to find that, but we'll experiment. Breath in, lift the right leg up just a couple inches. Notice if you want to round forward and keep your back against your support. Exhale down. Nice and soft landing. Breath in, lift up that right leg just a couple inches. Exhale down. Good, stay here. Give the legs a little shake. And then re-find your firm flex, like your heels will lift off. Use your support, breath in, second leg, left leg, breath in, lift up, just a couple inches. Keeping your chest back against your support. Exhale down. 2 more times, just like this. Breath in, lift up. Use your bottom right leg firmly. Compress down into your mat. Exhale, left. Let's really find that for a moment. So your right leg is part of your root in this moment. That's your point of contact. Really press it down. Extending that whole right knee, pressing your right leg. From there, breath in, left leg up. Exhale, back down. Good, breath in, take the left leg, flex in the foot and cross it atop your right leg. And same thing, find your place, could be a little bit more over, could be a little more of this 4 shape. Maybe this leg is different. Once you found your spot, stack your hands on the inner part of your leg, on the inner thigh. Just apply a slight pressure through the palms. And we'll take three or 4 breaths here. Just enough pressure so you feel some opening, but it shouldn't be a super intense feeling, not a super intense press, I should say. And 2 more breaths. A nice softness in the jaw, maybe the eyes even close. Breath in and back out. And one more time. Checking if your feet are still flexed and your bottom right leg is still engaged with your mat. And next inhale, you'll take your left foot and cross it all the way over so it's on your mat or your floor. And before we turn, let's actually find this hugging in feeling. So even though your legs are naturally quite close in this moment, you can give them a little hug in, like they're holding something between your 2 legs. Good, breath in, lift the arms up. Exhale, turn towards your left leg. The right arm can wrap. And just let your neck spin to a place of comfort. So if it's aching or sticky, just turn the neck a little bit less. Soft jaw, one more breath. Exhale, unwind and release the top leg and give your legs a little shake. And back to your support. You'll bend both knees and place your forearms on top and then rest your head onto your forearms. And if that feels far for the neck, if that hurts, you can always actually just bend your elbows and hold your head like this. And have your feet a little bit wider than hips so that your belly can kind of spill out between your 2 legs. We'll stay in this space, either hands holding your head or arms resting and head on forehead. About 4 more breaths in this space. Whatever your point of contact, whether it's forehead on your forearms or palms on the outer part of your head, either of those spaces is good. Just bring some kind of firm and gentle energy into your fingers. So you feel that pressure on either the outside of your head or the front of your forehead. Like your hands are saying, hello, I'm here and I'm holding you. But even in that pressure, that letting you know, one piece of your body letting another piece of your body know, hey, I'm here, can still be gentle, not a kind of firm squeeze. One more breath in. Exhale, maybe a sigh. Good. And then we're going to turn towards our support. So it might be your wall, might be your couch. And we're going to work on a boat pose that's supported. So you'll place both your feet onto your couch or wall and have your hands beside you, fingers face forward. So I have my feet on my wall and I can have them a little bit more bent or a little more extended. Either way is good. Just kind of about what feels better for your lower back. So find one of those positions and then take a moment to play around with your hands to find an angle that feels, again, supported. So it is different for different people. So I can have my arms a little bit more back or a little bit more forward. And I would also say palms just a touch wider than shoulders, just so you have more space to move. And so once you've found your space, either here with my feet against the wall, but my knees a little bent, or maybe my feet against the wall with my legs more extended. And here I am in my supported boat pose. Once you're in that space, notice if the weight is all the way in the palms, and see if you can bring the weight into the middle of your hand, not towards the wrist, but right in the center. Good, stay here and peel the shoulders slightly open. The kind of bones of your back might come a little closer. Gaze up. Press your feet nice and firm into your wall like you're pushing a couch. Like it's moving dead and you had to push a couch with your legs because it's heavy. Press down into the palms, down into your support. Breath in, look up. Stay here, exhale. 3 more breaths, just like this. Good. Keep the shape of your boat. And just bring the neck into a nice, soft, comfortable place. And depending on how you have your legs, we'll have different exercises. So if your legs are extended, breath in, you'll lift your right leg, toes pointed towards your face. And if your knees are bent, you'll just do that same motion, but you'll have a bent knee in towards you. So either bent knee, right knee into your body, or extend it up towards your body. No, breath in, take your right leg, point the toe, draw it in, however you are, and see if you can resist the rounding and keep the chest open. Exhale, place it back. Good, refine the sense of support. Press your feet into the wall. Keep breathing. And second side, left leg. Inhale, extend it up and towards your face. Or bend the knee. Exhale, release. Both feet on the wall, press into the wall. 2 more breaths, just staying in the supported pose. Keeping the chest open and a sense of hugging your legs in towards your face. Notice your seat. 1 more breath. And nice and slow, slide your legs all the way down your support, nice and wide, and come all the way up to a seat, either forearms or hands on the side of your head, supported. And 3 breaths in this space. The next breath in, we're going to come all the way into a stand for the first time. And so for this stand, still near your wall or support, and if you have a chair, that actually works totally fine too. So you can use your chair in the same way that I use the wall. So if you need to grab a chair, just go grab a chair now, and that's fine. And I'll guide you through with a chair. So once you have your chair or your wall or couch, face your support. So it's out in front of you. And you're standing in Tadasana. Breath in, raise the arms up. Reach nice and high, canoe arms. Stay here. Press your feet down into your mat. Raise your arms even a little higher. Stay here. Soften the jaw, breath in. Exhale, reach forward for your wall, your chair, or your support, and place your hands onto it. And so here I am in an L shape. And I'm staying in my L shape for 2 more breaths, pressing firmly into it, into my couch, into my wall. Breath in, breath out. 2 more. A nice soft jaw. Breathe in, look forward between your thumbs. So you're looking between your 2 hands, and then step your right foot forward. If you are against a wall, your toes can be right up against your wall. You're in a lunge. Right leg forward, hands on your support. Breath in, breath out. Good. Keep your right hand on your support and begin to open warrior 2. And so in my warrior 2, my left toes face the long edge of my mat, or they're parallel. And my right knee is coming forward. Use your support. Breath in, breath out. And this is my point of contact here, this right hand on my wall or chair. I'm actively pressing or holding if it's a chair. Good. Next breath in, swing your back left arm forward towards your wall. Lift the back left heel up, rotating the hips forward back to our high lunge. Good. Keep breathing. Exhale. Good. Keeping those hands on your wall, we're going to lower our back left knee all the way down. So this is where our blanket might come in handy. Lower the left knee for 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep your hands holding, and then let the right knee come forward as much as it wants to. You could stick a blanket under your left knee here, and then exhale, extend as much as it wants to. A couple more times, breath in, come forward. Exhale, extend. As you take these rotations forward and back, notice like what comes up. Maybe the left hip flexor, this front space of the hip. Feel some things. Maybe the back of the right hip feels some things. 2 more sets of that motion forward and exhale as you extend. We'll meet together with our right leg extended, our toes flexed up, and your leg might be a little bit bent. In this extension, it's just so that we're opening our back of our right muscle, and find your space to stay. And we'll stay in this 3 breaths, in through the nose, and back out. 2 more times, just like this. Soften the jaw and keep the shape that you have in your leg, so extended, but begin to rock the right foot back and forth. Kind of like your big toe would touch the ground and your pinky toe. They might not actually touch, but that's the rotation. Keep pressing into your wall or chair. Breath in, rebend. Grab my toes right up against my wall or support, and then I take my left hand, press it into my support, raise my right arm up. Exhale, turn to the right. Breath into center, right arm up. Exhale onto my wall. I'm pressing into my support, my wall, tuck the back toes, lift all the way back up. Keep pressing into my support, step back into my L shape. And this time in my L shape, you can just let your head totally drop down. Let your head shake right and left. Soften the jaw. 3 more breaths. Hands pressing against couch, chair, wall, head dropping, maybe bending the knees a touch. And 1 more breath. On your exhale, maybe a sound. I have a cat joining me. Hi, buddy. This is not your class. Good. Press back into your fingertips and really feel that press of your support on your fingertips. And nice and slow, continue to feel that pressure move all the way down your fingers through your palm to the base of your wrist. So now your whole hand is really pressing. And then from that contact, breath in, gaze forward between your thumbs. Inhale, come all the way up to stand, raise the arms up. Exhale, release the hands, standing, Tadasana, mountain pose. And we'll stay in standing another 5 breaths or so. Find your weight centered in your feet. So you might even take a second, actually, before we begin our breath sets, to just bring your weight forward towards your toes and then back towards your heel and see that kind of rocking motion. And bring the weight right into the center of the foot. You might even have the feet a little bit wider than hip width if that feels more stable. With the weight centered, we'll begin to breathe together. So imagine there was a well beneath your feet, but instead of a well of water, it's a well of breath. And so that's what we'll draw from. Breath in, bring that bucket of breath all the way from the feet to the top of the head. And then exhale, lower that bucket of breath all the way down the back of the body beneath your feet. Good. Breath in from the front of the body. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breath out, sending it all the way down the back of the body. 3, 2, 1. Breath in front of the body. Breath out, back body. like a waterfall of breath cascading down the back. Breath in front of the body. Breath out back of the body. Again, breath in front of the body. And out. And continue breathing your own pace. Keeping that firm press of your feet into the ground. And from this firmness of your feet, perhaps the rest of the body can be a little bit more stable. Notice if the head is kind of jutting forward. Just press it slightly back so the head, neck, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles are in one long line. And stay standing in your space. Good. Next breath in, raise both arms up. And exhale, turn towards your support into that L shape that we did before. So here, my hips, knees, and ankles are in one line. And then my wrists, my elbows, and my shoulders are in one line in an L shape. And stay here. Really press the whole palm forward and the hips slightly back into an imaginary wall. You can shake your head, yes, no. Good breath in, look forward between your thumbs and step your left leg forward. If you've got a wall or couch, toes can be right up against it. High lunge. And my back right heel is lifted, but I'm actively pressing it back into this imaginary wall I always talk about. Good, stay here. Keep your left hand on the wall. Inhale the right arm up, turn on warrior two. Now my right toes face towards the long edge of the mat. And I'm really actively pressing into this left hand against my wall. One more breath. Good, inhale, right arm comes up. Exhale, forward, right heel lifts and I adjust. Both hip points face my wall. Nice press into the wall, lower the right knee down for 3, 2, 1. And pause here a moment. You can even rest your forehead against your support. And inhale, bring that front left knee forward. Maybe it taps your support. Exhale, extend. Let the arms come up and down the wall as you like. A couple of times here, just shifting the left knee forward and back as you need. One more set and we'll meet with our left leg extended. Nice firm flex, kind of like that, won't lift up, but that really firm flex that we practiced at the beginning, that's what we're going for here. Good. Gaze forward towards your toes, continue breathing and find this rock. So your big toe coming towards the ground and your pinky toe out to the side. You can always bend the knee here if that feels more comfortable. It's a couple times like this. It's kind of a strange feeling, but gets at these very specific tendons on the back of the leg. And make your way back to center. Breath in, rebend the left knee. I've got my knee and my ankle stacked. Place your right hand on the wall. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, turn to the left. Reaching your left arm back, pressing actively into this right hand. Good, exhale all the way back, swing it forward. Both hands press. Tuck the back left toes, lift up, high lunge. And one more breath here. And then exhale, step the left leg back, L shape. Let your head drop down, shake it, yes, shake it, no. Soften the jaw. We find a firm press in your whole hand. This time, let's begin at the base of the wrist. So really notice how the base of your wrist feels on your support. and press it in. And then allow that kind of pressing pressure sensation to travel up to the center of the palm, through all the knuckles, the fingers, up to the tips of the hands. And from here, roll all the way up to stand Tadasana, arms up. Exhale, release the hands down. And find a comfortable standing space. So maybe recenter your weight. You could play a moment, bringing the weight towards the toes and towards the heel. Once you found a space where your head, shoulders, hips, knees, feet are in one line, we'll stay there 5 breaths. And we'll return to this sense of drawing the breath from an underground well. If you can, really see that cyclical, round nature of your breath coming up the front of the body and then pouring down the back. And so breath in, front of the body, covering it with breath. Breath out, exhale, cascading down the back, the spine, the glutes, all the way to the heels of the feet. Breath in, the front of the body, the knees, the hips, the chest, the head. Breath out, getting the whole back of the head, the neck, the shoulders, all the way to the calf and the heel. Breath into the front. Breath out the back. One more time, just standing like so. Good. Next inhale, slip the eyes open if they're closed, and then raise the arms up, canoe arms. Palms face each other. Exhale, arms out in front, palms face each other. Kind of imagine like you're holding a block or a book between your hands. So there's a tension here. Breath in, arms up, canoe. Exhale, cactus. Notice if the neck gets tense. You can always dip the chin lower. Breath in, up. Breath out, robot. Breath in, up. Exhale, out in front. Breath in, up. Exhale, cactus, nice and wide, finding that even sense of the chest all the way out to the elbows. Breath in, up. Exhale, robot. Last set, breath in, up, stay a little longer. Reaching the fingertips high and seeing if the belly can work a little bit here. So sometimes what happens is the chest sort of pops forward a lot, and we don't necessarily want that. We want opening, but not popping, if that makes sense. And so what popping is also that banana shape in the back, basically, right? We want to keep the back extended and strong while opening the chest. Good. We've been here a while. Exhale out in the front. Same thing here. Let's actually bring the arms a little bit forward so we have that computer sensation, like we're reaching forward, and then press them slightly back, like you're pressing into your support behind you. Yeah, to find that expansion feeling. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus arms. Stay here, full breath in, full breath out. One more. Arms up. Exhale, robot arms, palms face down. One line from elbow to fingers. And then in, up. Exhale, release. Give your arms a shake. Return back to your support or your wall. And we'll do that same flow one more time with some additions. So turn to your wall. Breath in, lift the arms up, reach high, gaze up, looking between your hands. Exhale, follow the space between your hands. You're looking there, hands on your support. Press into the wall. Let the head drop down. Shake it, yes, shake it, no. Breath in, breath out. Full hand support on your wall. Good. Inhale, gaze forward between your thumbs and step the right leg forward. High lunge. My back left heel is lifted. Breath in, breath out. Keep the right hand on your support. Open warrior 2. Breath in, breath out. One more, just like this. Really use your hand on the support. So you're not sinking into your support, but actually pressing away. Good. Next, inhale, extend the right leg. So again, it could be straight or you could keep a little bend. Keep pressing into the wall and lift the left arm up or support, what you have. And slide your right hand as low as it wants to go. It could be all the way to your leg. Maybe gaze up to your fingers, breath in and out. And take your right hand back onto support, slide your way back, warrior two. Exhale, close that door of your arm and shift back to high lunge, left heel lifted. Keep pressing to your support, lower the left knee down for 3, 2, 1, and then right into those shifts. Right knee forward and extend. And 2 more times, forward and extend. Breath in forward. Exhale, knee extended, right toes flex up, and we'll stay here. You can always be on your kind of spider, I don't know why I call them spider fingers, I just have a spider shape. Your tips of your fingers against the wall. Good, 1 more breath. With the next inhale, bend your right knee. Left hand on the support, right arm lifts in. Exhale, open and twist. The next inhale, straight up. And exhale, back on the wall. Good. This wall or chair is your support, press into it to help lift your left knee and step back, L shape. Let the head go. You can even take a moment, like really bend the knees, have a little sway side to side. Stay in the space, catch your breath. Refine your breath. Shake your head yes or no, let it drop down towards the ground. Like you're, it's like an anchor falling down towards the ground. Good, next inhale, look between the thumbs and we take our second side of this flow. And inhale, step that left leg forward, high lunge. Back right heel lifted, hands on your support. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And keep your left hand on the wall. Raise your right arm up. And exhale, turn to warrior two. Your back right toes turn towards the long edge of the mat. And your front left knee and ankle are about in line. Notice if that left knee is kind of trying to turn inward towards your body, right? And press it a little bit back so your left knee is close-ish to your second or third toe. Stay here, press into your left hand. Good. Keep pressing into that left hand and then begin to extend the left leg, straight or not, but a little bit extended. So you could have a small bend, just depending on how your hamstrings feel. We're moving into triangle. Lift the right arm up. Exhale, release the left hand as low as it wants to go, either in your support or on your left shin. Good, breath in, press into your support, inhale back, warrior two. Exhale, close your arm, high lunge. So now your both hips face your support. Exhale, lower the right knee down. Inhale, left knee comes forward. Exhale, left extends. And a couple more times, about 2 more times here, just shifting forward and back. And we'll meet with the left knee bent. Once you're back here with your left knee bent, press your right hand into the support, left arm up, nice and extended canoe arm, exhale, open. And keep this left knee hugging in towards the body. Exhale, close that door. Press into the wall, tuck the back right toes, lift up. Exhale, step all the way back, L shape, release. And then you can let your hands fall away from your support so they're just hanging down towards the ground, maybe grazing your floor. Just let your head rest. You can grab for your elbows if that feels nice. Hanging over the legs. Nice and slow, curl up to stand for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tadasana, one breath in, one breath out. I guess it's really half a breath in and out. And once more, finding your comfortable solid stance. Inhale and back out. And slip the eyes open. And we're going to come into a seat. So you could come any way you want. If it feels helpful to have your support as you sort of glide down to a seat, do that. And I'm just going to demo something for you because we are going to be in this restorative pose. So I have this blanket, but you could really use anything. You could use a pillow, you could use nothing, but I do find that most people like some kind of support here. So I take my support here, my little blanket, and just leave from this side. I'm gonna sit right up against my object, my wall, my couch. It can really be either of those. And then I'm sitting here, got my hands, and should my hips go so long, come all the way up. And then we'll start with our legs nice and wide, like so. So I have my heels a little bit turned in and my toes a little out. And I can even support my knees with my hands. And they can be as wide as feels nice. And we'll stay here for a while. And if you love this, stay. And then the second option will be to extend. If you do have like something a little bit shorter, like a chair or a couch, you can always have the chair underneath your calf muscles here and just rest on top, or your couch. But we'll start here, and that should work for any size of support. Let's just take a second to get into that. You sit right up against your wall, place your pillow, place your blanket. We will be here for a minute, so if you want a sweater or some socks, this is the time. Sitting up against the wall, using your hands. That transition can be a little sticky to get our legs right up onto the wall. And then nice wide, this is called goddess pose, or restorative goddess pose. So like really wide legs. And then once you find your space, you can let your arms rest nice and open and wide, or perhaps a hand on a heart, a hand on a belly, or maybe both hands on your belly. And we'll be in this moment for a couple of minutes. So no pressure to stay in it exactly in this way the whole time. Legs can extend or change as you need. As you rest in your space, just let the jaw be a little bit open. Let the tongue drop away from the roof of the mouth. And the eyelids rest heavy. Not so much heavy, but soft, like kind of like when, I don't know, I'm thinking of a silk scarf, like the way a silk scarf rests against, just on top of a chair, just through it. Just really softly on top of your eyeballs. And let that same sensation of just being a silk scarf resting atop a chair and move out through the whole body. You're just this light, breezy creature resting atop your mat or floor or wall or chair. And breathe in your space. Continue with your attention on your breath. Started to wander to other things. That's okay. Just bring it back. Sending breath all the way to your toes, to the pads of your toes, to the center of the arch on your foot, around your heel and the bones of the ankle. Sending breath to the legs, adjusting them if they could use some adjusting. Continue sending the breath to your hips and your belly, all the way up to the chest and the shoulders. From the shoulders down to the kind of around your elbow and your forearm and wrist, then into your palm and the top of your hand. Breath in your neck, behind your ears. To your face, letting the eyebrows slide away from each other. Breath in the jaw. And you're welcome to stay in this supported goddess pose if it's nice. But if you'd like to close your practice fully extended or in some other restorative pose, this is the moment to shift into Shavasana. So it could be staying here, it could be, if you'd like to come out of this pose, you'll just bend the knees and then press your hips away. And if you are taking an extended lying down Shavasana shape, you could take that support that you have, your pillow or blanket, and slip it right into your knees. And then allow the whole body to rest onto the ground, palms open or perhaps on the belly. Just take another couple seconds to shift into your closing restful pose. And then once you're there, go right into it. Just let the eyes rest and the fingers soften and the jaw soften. Nothing to say, nothing to do. Just being in your space with breath. And on your next breath in, invite a little movement into the body. So it's kind of stretching the arms out or rolling the wrists, maybe rolling the shoulders a little, extending through the toes. Then slowly, in the next minute, find yourself on the side of the body with your head resting on your bottom arm. So you could turn to the right or the left. I'm not bothered about which direction. But just make sure your head is supported on something. And then your top arm can just drape across the body. So just resting on top of your hips, basically. And we'll pause here in this side lying position for a moment. And then make your way up to a seat, comfortable seat. And before we close practice, I have a couple of self-massage moments. So it is 11, we're a little over. So we started a little late. If you can stay another like 2 minutes, stay, and if you can't, you can't. But take your fists and then you'll bring them right up. There's a spot like right up above your ear. So kind of like if you follow your cheekbone line, that's about where we're going. And you're gonna press your knuckles into that cheekbone line. And you can take this first big knuckle and like kind of give it a little rolling feeling, and let your jaw be nice and soft. It's actually hard to teach and share this, it loosens my jaw. So find a spot where you feel some feelings and we'll stay there together. Breath in. Whew. Breath out. And 2 more just like this, with the knuckle sort of pressing in. And then we'll begin to roll the knuckles up. So you're just rolling on your whole knuckle, kind of up to your temple a couple times. Reminds me of this feeling of kneading bread. And then find your pinky knuckle on your temple and stay there. Breath in, breath out. Good. Transition back so all the knuckles are inside my head, and then scrape all the way down to my face here. I'm like getting the bottom of my jaw a couple times. Good. And then let that come all the way down the neck here, like you're scraping, and then even onto the chest. A little bit on the pec muscles. And then let all of that go, palms turn up above the knees. And set your weight slightly back, head, shoulders, hips. Let the eyes close if they want to. Breath in, breath out. And so the mantra I've been using is one that I periodically return to, and it's not from a specific tradition. That's not where I learned it, at least. It was, I heard like a little girl on the street about a year ago in New York City singing this to herself. And that's where this is from. But I've used it as a mantra in meditation and other moments. But it is from a singing child on the street. So she was singing, "Here I am here." And I'm sure there's traditions that have that, but I like remembering her when I do it. So with your palms open and a little bit of that pressure of your palms down onto your leg, and a little bit of space between your elbows and the side of the body. Breath in, here I am. Breath out, I am here. Here I am. I am here. Here I am. I am here. Let the eyes open when you're ready. Thanks so much for practicing today with me. It was nice to share this slow practice. If I tend to do more faster paced classes, so it's nice to give me a chance to slow down too.